Now, as we know, microorganisms are friend as well as foe. So now let us first look at the friendly microorganisms which are useful for human beings and animals. Okay, so let us discuss where microorganisms are used, they are helping us in. So the first one is making of curd and bread. Making of curd and bread. All of you have seen your mother putting an inoculum in the milk a night before, and next day what happens? The milk turns into the curd. That inoculum, or better known as khatta, used by your mom in house, is used as an inoculum and it is added to the milk, and milk is converted into curd. So now what is this inoculum? Curd contains a number of bacteria. In curd, a number of useful healthy bacteria are present. One of the bacteria is lactobacillus. What is the name of the bacteria? Lactobacillus. So what happens? This bacteria multiplies in the milk. Like in the night, your mother adds inoculum to the milk. So in that inoculum, what is present? Lactobacillus bacteria. So that lactobacillus bacteria multiplies, means increase its number, divides in the milk and convert it into curd. Okay. So now you can understand why curd is added to a dough of bhaturas. If your mother make bhaturas in home, so she uses curd for that dough, because what the curd will do, it will add some rise in the flour. So now next is microorganisms are used in making bread and cakes. All of you have seen cakes and breads. So in this, an microorganism called yeast. What is the name of the microorganism? Yeast. Yeast is a microorganism. Now what happens when we add yeast to the dough of bread or cakes? What happens? Yeast reproduces or multiply rapidly. It multiply, increase its numbers and release carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas is released. So now what happens? The bubbles of the carbon dioxide fills up the dough and increase its volume. Like you have seen the slice of a cake or cheese, anything, you have observed tiny pores present in them, tiny holes. So why these holes are present? Because yeast has multiplied and it has released carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide bubbles have fill up this dough and these holes and pores are created. So what happens? Yeast fills up the dough with carbon dioxide and increase its volume. So yeast is present in baking powders you use at home, and it is very useful in baking industries for making bread, pastries and cakes. Okay, so see, this is a baking powder. You can see here in the ingredients, you can see a rising agent is written. Can you see it? Rising agent at the last. So what is this raising or rising agent? It is nothing but yeast. Okay, so yeast is used in the manufacturing of bread and cakes. Got it?